Could you tell us who you are and the name of your channel?
Peter Birch, and my channel is Critta.
And what do you like to share on your channel?
I like to do some stuff on conservation, natural history, as well as captive care, so proper captive care.
So you're based out of Australia. What kind of animals do you get to focus on?
I particularly work with the Antaresia, or the small children's pythons. That's my thing, my forte. I work with the children's pythons as well as carpet pythons. I work with basically all the Australian pythons as well as blue-tongue lizards.
Got you started.
Like most people, it starts at a very young age. There's that gateway moment, I guess, where you have that interaction with an animal and it leads you to where I've become. And that happened sort of when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I was in a sand pit playing with a blue-tongue lizard. That passion and fascination started from there, and it's grown on, and here I am, you know, in my 50s now, still chasing and loving these animals, and it's become that thing. But I was also involved for a very long time doing mobile education, so taking animals, going around the state, showing people and educating small kids, because that education starts at around that 5 or 6 years, and that programming and appreciation starts there. So if we can get in there and educate them at a young age, there's a hope that they can not only appreciate, learn and love the animals, but also have respect for living creatures. I did that. It was a personally funded thing. I did that for about 15 years. And then it started YouTube, and it just started slow, but then obviously it just got bigger and bigger, and it just continues to move forward.
Was there a specific moment you became a hit, or was it consistent content?
Yeah, it's definitely slow, consistent content. Collaborating with other people has been a big bonus, but also they're friends. And the fact that they've got their own YouTube channels, you know, you just sort of share the passion, the knowledge, and it's more like hanging out with friends and talking about cool animals rather than promoting or self-promotion or, you know.
Do you still get to go out and explore and find animals in the wild?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very lucky because I own 8 acres of rainforest, so I can now walk out my back door and find a plethora of different native species. They could be blue tongues, pink tongues, they could be rainforest dragons, I could find venomous snakes or pythons. So I'm very fortunate now to be able to be in that spot, but also still have the opportunity to walk out my door and walk into nature and appreciate not only the animals, but also the environments.
Is there something specific about Australia that you would say when you come here, you're like, oh, that's totally different in reptile keeping than we do it in Australia?
Like everywhere, I guess. You know, we're envious that everywhere you guys can have any other animal in the world, or you guys are envious that we have the Australian stuff. And sometimes we always think the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. But I really love and appreciate our species. And I think from going into the bush, watching these animals and seeing where they live, I can really appreciate them more than keeping them in a cage. And sometimes you need to take what you see in nature and bring that into captivity. And that's when you'll see the animals not only survive, but thrive.
What's the coolest animal you've seen while herping?
One of the coolest things that sticks in my head was I was having a barbecue at Alan Rapashi's over in California, or San Diego, and sitting there and I seen something on the ground and then went and dug up a hole and pulled out a Californian king snake. So having a barbecue in California, basically, with a Californian king snake, that just sort of really, you know, popped for me as one of the cool memories.
Do you have any closing thoughts or anything you wanted to share?
Get out, enjoy nature, and appreciate what we've got all around us, I guess, no matter where you are.